Hello ladies and gentlemen, Aditi Ghosh once again on InnerWorldRevealed. Hope you're all fit and fine and are keeping in high spirits. Hope you're all making the best use of time in hand. Time is absolutely invaluable, and today we are going to extend this understanding a little further. In this log today, I'm going to talk about your personal numerology forecast. In my last log on 2021, I discussed what's going to happen to the world as a whole in 2021, and today I'm going to talk about what all of it is going to specifically mean for you. Also, by the end of the log, I'm going to cover the February 2021 numerology forecast, what can be the surprises that you can get during the month of February. So let us find that out, and after that I have an important announcement to make and none of you must miss out on that. So do remember to check that. Now let me come back to the 2021 numerology forecast, what it means for you, what it means for you specifically, and for that I'm going to make you do some little bit of calculation. You know, most of the people on YouTube are doing forecasts based on plainly the birthday number and the life path number, but I don't follow that method. I have a method of my own which I follow for more accuracy, and I recommend the same for you. So you just have to do a very little bit of basic calculation for yourself, and you have to just add the birth month number to the birthday number and then reduce it to a single digit base value. Say for example, you're born on the 16th of October. What you will do is you will add 16 to 10 and you will get a 26, and then reduce it to 2 plus 6 equals 8. So this base value that you derived is your attitude number, so you have to hold that. And the second important point that you have to remember is your birth time is very important. I have already made a log specifically based on that, and if you click on the I button there, you will get to see that. You should check that out and you will get some vital information regarding numerology and the cycles of your life, so you should never miss out on that. And now you have to add the attitude number to the running universal year number. The universal year number running right now is 5, so you will add 8 to 5 and what you will get is a 4. So 4 out here is going to be the personal year number, which will begin from the time of birth. You have to remember this point. So the time of birth was 16th of October. So the personal year 4 is going to begin for this person from the 16th of October 2021. And the time span before the 16th of October then would be the personal year 3 still running till the 16th of October, and this is a very important point. Now that you all know what is the right method of finding the personal year number, what can be the duration of your personal years, let us get into the meanings of the personal year numbers from 1 to 9, and let us begin with the personal year 1. We all know that 2021 is going to be the year of change in a big way, and within that, if you find your personal year to be 1, it definitely means that transition is going on for you in a big way. So you can definitely start taking the initial steps for building something new. You can start building the foundations for something new, and change is activated for you in a big way because the last year for you was 9, and you have made a transition from one epicycle of 9 years into a fresh new epicycle of another 9 years. So whatever you would be laying during the year 1, this is a very assertive time. You must know that, and whatever you would be deciding upon right now would be setting the momentum for many years to come. So you have to take this year a little seriously, and it may happen that others might not immediately come to your support or might not immediately agree with you right now, but you have to believe in yourself and you have to show faith in your abilities, and you have to take the leap of faith. You have to believe that your goals are in the right direction, and if you don't stand up for your ideas, nobody else is going to stand up for you. Ladies and gentlemen, my channel Inner World Revealed is all about giving you valuable and life-changing information on numerology and a little more than that. And all the information that I'm providing on my channel is absolutely free. You just have to do a little bit of searching with the right keywords and you can definitely find it in a sequence. However, if you find it a little difficult to make it in a sequence, I have also simplified the entire information for you in my first book for numerology beginners, where I have put it in a particular sequence and you can also read it totally again for free on Kindle Select. And this is how the hard copy of my book looks. Now let us come to the personal year 2, and all of you who would find the personal year 2 getting activated during the year 2021, somewhere during the year 2021, must know that the personal year 1, which was the previous personal year, was your time to do something new or take some decisive action. You were supposed to initiate something new during that time, but this is not the time when you should make any major changes into your life. You should just follow up what was already being initiated during the personal year 1 without making much changes into it. You should try to be diplomatic and supportive now, so that you get the support of others as well, so that others support you in your journey. And you should try to show flexibility, you should try to show patience, and you should calm your aggressive approach, and now you should go a little slow. One thing that you have to be really careful about during the personal year 2 is you have to avoid disputes of all kind during this time, because there are going to be a lot of hidden factors. There's going to be some fog and lack of clarity. Things might not be totally clear in front of your eyes, so you have to avoid any kind of impulsive action. You cannot at any cost become impulsive or do any kind of rash behavior, because that's definitely going to be totally go against you. So what you have to do is you have to really calm yourself down. You have to calm down your aggressive energy. If you see such situations are appearing in your life, what you can do is you can postpone the entire reaction or the decision making by buying some more time or counting from 1 to 100, or do something to calm yourself down, but do not react, do not retaliate, because something might go against you if you do so. And this is not the right time when you can become very confrontational, because 1 was the right time when you could do all that, you could stand up for your ideas, but now you have to be very diplomatic and much calmer than that, so that you're able to get the social support. If you do otherwise, entire support is going away from you. So you have to be very careful about that. And this is also the time when your emotions and also intuitions are going to be very active. Your emotional side will be so active that there could be some emotional fog, due to which you might find it very difficult to make decisions right now. You could be getting into some kind of low mood or depressions as well. I wouldn't call it depression exactly, but you can feel a bit low. The best thing to do during this time is you could spend a lot of time with your loved ones, because that's going to be a very fulfilling experience during this time, and you can really invest a lot of time, spend a lot of time with your loved ones. So all of you who would find 2021 majorly to be your personal year 3 must know that this is going to be a time when you can extend your social interaction. You can make more and more friends, and if you're invited to more gatherings or parties, well, during the COVID times, it's actually very difficult to imagine parties and all that, but there can be different ways of interaction. So you should, what I mean to say is you should increase your social interaction and befriend more and more people. And through these interactions, what you will find is many of these contacts are turning out to be important business contacts. And apart from that, your creativity is going to be on the rise during the 3 time, and you should find ways to vent it out. You should get involved in some creative activities like painting, music, or drama or something like that. And you should also express your feelings creatively. You should not hold back your feelings. Like in the 2 times I said that you should be very diplomatic and you should put others' interests first, but during the 3 time you should just do the opposite. You should look at your own interests and you should look at what makes you happy, and you should choose that first, and you should express yourself freely. You should be involving yourself into everything creative and have some good time, travel around, make friends and attend parties, extend your contacts, do all that. And this is definitely going to be that. But by the end of the day, do not forget this one word, which is discipline, because discipline is definitely very important during a 3 time, because there can be tendencies when a person might get carried away into the superficialities of life. Well, that's going to be a little different during a 5 time. I don't know, maybe some new ways of getting carried away might come. So all of you who would be finding 2021 majorly to be your personal year 4 must know that this is going to be the time when you have to solidify your plans and make necessary strategies to get tangible results out of all of it. And during the year 1, you have laid the initial steps and basic foundations for something, for some far-fetched goal. During the year 2, you formed partnerships by being diplomatic and tactful and by putting others first. And during the year 3, you extended your network and also made some creative alterations to your plans. And now during the year 4, it is not the time when you can be very flighty or very creative. The creative, carefree and flighty time of 3 is now has now dissolved into 4. And now what you have to do, you have to optimize all your resources, put all the things in order, put all the things in your home front, also in your office, in your business. You have to also organize all your finances, all the other resources, whatever you have to make optimum use of it by putting everything in order, making solid plans and trying to get tangible, profitable results from it. Order, method and system are the 3 most important words during a 4 time, and you must abide by these 3 words, because if you make a mess during a 4 time, more mess is going to be created in the future. So you have to be very careful about that. And your body, you have to look after your body also, because your body is a very important system. It is your home to your soul. So you have to be careful that you have to have a good lifestyle. You have to maintain a good lifestyle, and along with that you also have to get sufficient exercise so that your body as well is optimized. Now let me come to all of you who would be having the number 5 activated as your personal year number, and the number 5 coming as the personal year number during the universal year 5 is quite interesting. And this means you're always going to have alignment in your personal year numbers and the world year number. So for all of you, the 5 energy is going to be highly activated, and 5 stands for change, adventure, freedom, movement, a fast momentum. It stands for learning experiences. It stands for information coming from various sources. So during this time, most likely your social circle is going to be growing. You're going to be exposed to a lot of different people, and through that you're going to get a lot of varied information. Some will come as shocks and some will come as surprises, and so much of shocks and surprises, ups and downs, will keep your nervous energy at the peak, and you have to work on that. And if you're able to work on that, luck factor is going to be by your side. Remember that. So turning every shock and surprise into an opportunity is totally in your hands. And if you're able to be flexible and adaptable and maneuver around the challenges, you can make the most out of this 5 time. 5 is one of my favorite numbers because there is no other number which brings as many opportunities as the 5 does. So see every a new challenge as an opportunity and try to work around it. 5 is all about showing flexibility around some little bit of difficult situations, and overall what you will see is by the end of the year the entire cycle was going upwards. There has been growth in all areas of your life, but while you're into it, it will feel like a roller coaster ride. It'll feel like a very busy time when you'll be surrounded by many people coming to you, and you will be the center of attraction. They'll all think that you are the one who is the most happening one. Now let me get to all of you who will be experiencing the personal year 6 during this time. So from the party season of the 5, you're entering into the season of domestic responsibilities, and 6 is all about the home front and domestic responsibilities, and 6 brings attention. 6 asks you to pay attention to your loved ones, to your home. So changes in the home front may happen at this point. Some relative might start needing your immediate attention and you might have to give that. In case it is a child who needs your attention, you must attend to the child first. You must put the interests of the child first. And now what can happen during a 6 time is people might be entering your life through some business associations, sometimes through some partnerships. Also some new relationships might flourish during a 6 time. Also childbirths or marriages may happen during a 6 time. And all in all, there'll be a lot of nurturing, caring, and all kinds of looking after people kind of activities, and you might have to subordinate your own needs in order to cater to other people, cater to the needs of other people. And some person in your family might be of deep need of your care and attention, and if you are willingly giving it to them, the 6th time can turn out to be a very tranquil and cozy time of togetherness. But if peace and harmony is not achieved, you're not finding balance of give and take. Because whenever you're doing something for somebody, you also need to see that there is some reciprocation. The thing that you did is reciprocated and there is some growth in some direction, or you're being appreciated for your efforts. If you don't see anything coming, then it's definitely not a balanced thing. And in that case, the 6th time will always try to achieve some kind of balance by some way. Sometimes what happens is there are some lopsided relationships where one person keeps on giving, whereas the other person just keeps on taking and never reciprocates the entire thing. And in such cases, during a 6th time, such relationships might not be able to sustain themselves. So this is the reason why many divorces also happen during a 6th time. Many separations also happen during a 6th time. So all in all, you're supposed to pay more attention to your partner. You're supposed to pay more attention to your child and your parents if they need it. And you also have to receive love from them at the same time. So all in all, the major attention is going to be towards the home front, and many people are also going to buy homes during a 6 activated year. Many are also going to shift their residence, or sometimes they are also going to spend their time decorating or redecorating their existing homes. So all in all, the entire attention is going to be towards the home. And so you must remember that you cannot forget your body during this time, because your body is also a home to your soul. So you have to take care of your body as well by maintaining healthy eating habits and a healthy lifestyle. that brings me to all of you who would be having the personal year 7 activated for the major part of your 2021, and 7 stands for spirituality, philosophy, and also research based work. It also stands for mysticism. Subjects like astrology, palmistry, numerology all fall under the vibration 7. So in case some of you are interested in any of these subjects, or are already pursuing some spiritual discipline, or are already into meditation, yoga, or something like that, or research based work, or academics also, then you might find ample time to improve upon yourself further and further concentrate into these areas and build upon these areas. However, people who are not into these directions, who are not pursuing any spiritual discipline, might feel inclinations towards spirituality and philosophy. All in all, I see it as an aloof time when you can really concentrate and delve deeper into any subject of your interest. However, people who like company all the time, people who like to be very social, might find it a bit difficult to deal with this kind of time. Other than this, 7 also brings your attention to all the things that are missing in your life, so your attention is totally deviated towards that direction. But I see it as an opportunity again for improvement, because only when you know what is missing, you can target that and make improvements. And other than that, 7 is totally a number which works on the spiritual realm. So if you are targeting any tangible results or worldly and materialistic goals, which means if you're chasing money, if you're totally money minded, then 7 is not really going to work in your favor, and you have to actually chase the spiritual goals, and money will then simply come as a byproduct. You are not supposed to make any big changes to the existing plans, and you are only supposed to go on following up what is already being started and what is already continuing. And during a 7 time, you also have to make it a point that you are not supposed to overexert yourself. You're not supposed to make any big physical changes or a completely new exercise plan you introduce into your lifestyle, which takes a lot of your physical energy. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to make any big changes, because if you do so, 7 might put you to rest, because 7 is also the number of rest and rejuvenation. So when I talk about rejuvenation, I can say that 7 can also be a good time for vacationing, but you must choose places that are more natural, where you can find more of nature, and not places which are buzzing with a lot of social activities. You would not enjoy something like that during a 7 time. And that brings me to all of you who would be finding the year 8 activated during 2021. And what I say is 8 is always a very decisive year, when you get the final harvest of everything that you worked for during all these years of your epicycle, during the years 1 to 7. So all the work that you have worked for during all these years will finally yield results during the year 8. So 8 is a very decisive year. So many of you might find a lot of progress happening, promotions happening in the career front, your career going great, your monetary rewards increasing. Many of you might also find recognition in several fields that you have worked for in the past. However, many of you might as well face some hardships and failures during this time. So 8 will never give you midway results. 8 always brings results in extremes. Either it is extremely good or it is extremely bad. It's never midways. So in case the year 8 seems not to be working for you, what you must understand for that is that the choices that you have made in the past are not working in your favor. The decisions that you have made in the past are not working in your favor. Neither will they work in the future, anytime in the future. So they need to be reassessed and they need to be changed. You have to go over it all over again and think upon it and see what you can do about it. Otherwise, 8 usually is seen to be a very good time, which brings amazing results. It brings abundance and prosperity. So and at the same time it also brings a lot of increase in responsibility, because whenever a person gets promoted to a higher position, the responsibilities usually increase. So 8 mostly is seen to be bringing more responsibilities, and also during an 8 year, when you do something, it also brings you double the results. So this is definitely not the time when you should be sitting idle. You should be working during this time. If you have any plans in your mind, if you have any business plans in your mind, then this would be a very good time to implement them. If you want to make some investments which you think is going to be the right one, then you should not wait. You should make it during an 8 time. And you have to remember, if something doesn't work during an 8 time, it doesn't work at all. And if something has to work, it works doubly during an 8 time. The final year for your 9-year epicycle is the year 9. And all of you who would be entering the year 9 during the 10 year of 2021, to you I would like to say that you're going to enter the transitional times. But before that, I would like to say that you were in your 8th year, and there were 2 chances that 8th year could have been turning into 2 different ways for you. Either it could have been very good, as I said, that 8 never gives midway results. So either the 8th year could have been very good and you gained in prosperity and abundance, and so you entered the year 9 with your cup full with gold. The other instance could be that your 8th year was full of hardships and full of struggles, and might be you faced a lot of financial hardships as well, and in that case you entered the year 9 with a cup empty. But in both cases you have something to share with the world. In case your cup was full during the 8th year, in that case you can now share your abundance and prosperity with some people who are lesser fortunate and who are in need of it. So you can try and help people who need some help from you, and you can share your resources in a way that it benefits someone. In case you entered the personal year with your cup empty, you should not think that you have nothing to share at all. In that case also you have something to share, and that is the experience that you had through your mistakes. Do not let your mistakes go wasted. Treat it as a learning experience and share your experience so that others do not make the same mistakes. So in both cases you have something to share, and 9 is all about sharing and caring for the humanity and making the world a better place. Because after all that we get from the universe, after all of it, one day we have to give it all back. Other than that, 9 is going to be a time of closures. When something is going to end in your life, some important goal is going to be achieved. Some of your goals could be getting achieved very quickly, and things would be finishing very quickly. Some important people could be leaving your life, or some important things that you are deeply attached to could be taken away from you. And all in all, it's going to trigger your emotional side very strongly, because you're deeply attached to them and you would try to cling on to them and hold them, but they would go anyways. That is the cycle of 9, and it happens. Closures happens in everybody's life. We are all going to go through it at some point or the other, and all what you have to do is you have to keep finishing the task that you have in hand, and you have to keep on clearing the balance sheets. Do not keep anything on hold. Just keep on completing whatever you have in hand, and do not hold, at the same time, do not hold grudges also towards somebody else, because after this 9-year closes, you're going to begin with a fresh epicycle, and you do not want to enter that epicycle with a negative feeling or negative thought in your mind. So clear everything, do some mental house cleaning, leave aside all those thoughts that no more serve the purpose in your evolution. people who would be exiting your life. They have already served their purpose in your life. There is no more use for them to be around. So they will be simply taken away from you. Even if you try to cling on to things, they will go, because the cycle of the cosmos is such that the cycle is of endings and things might end at this point. And at the same time, I would say that do not hold any negative feelings, do not hold any feelings of vengeance towards anyone. If you are trying to be selfish, or trying to have any feelings of vengeance towards, or having any feelings of anger towards some person, it's not going to work in your favor. The entire cycle in that case is going to go strongly against you. So try to be as selfless as possible, help people around, be compassionate towards everyone who you come across during this time. So that was all about your personal year, and if you would like to take this understanding one step further, you can also look into your personal month numbers. Every month is going to activate a specific personal month number for you, and in my Facebook page at the beginning of every month, I always keep on sharing your personal month readings. So you can definitely follow my Facebook page or like my Facebook page. The description to that is provided in the description box below. Now let me come to the month of February 2021, and February 2021 is going to be the universal month 7, and 7, as I said, always brings some isolation and time when you're made to spend some time alone. However, one good thing is there that the universal year energy has changed to 5, and 5 is always a bit of a social number. It is a progressive and a fast-paced number. So the 7 appearing during the 5 universal year is going to be a little different from the 7 that appeared during the universal year 4. So during the universal year 4, which was 2020, we had 2 7s appearing during the month of March and again during the month of December, and most of the time during these 2 months we had seen lockdowns happening in many areas of the world. However, during the month of February, which is again going to be a 7, the feel can be a little relaxed as compared to those 2 months. So the tone, the overall tone, as I already said, that it is going to be positive, but this universal month 7 appearing during the month of February is going to be one of the slow months of an overall fast-paced year. So once again, the universal year number is 5, and within that the universal month number is 7. 5 is the detective. It has a lot of curiosity and it is a seeker who's always looking for information, whereas 7 on the other hand is also a number which has a questioning nature, which is looking for the answer to all the mysteries of the world. So a lot of seeking and discovering activities or a lot of research activities are going to go on during the month of February, and perhaps we might also end up finding some secret information that we had been seeking for a very long time now, and it can lead to some mysteries getting uncovered or certain information coming to surface. Discoveries and research may happen, however, complete clarity won't be there for some time to come, because 7 likes to keep the mysteries. 7 is also going to be a time when people might be highly interested in spiritual sciences or philosophy or even mysticism, and it is also going to be a good time when people can rejuvenate, take time off, or take some time to improve upon themselves internally. They can study different things, listen to music, or maybe they can go spend some time in the nature. It is also going to be a good time when they can also go for a complete health checkup and look into some health problems if there is any. Physical movement is not going to be much during a 7 time, because 7 does not facilitate a lot of movement. However, a lot of preparation and a lot of undercurrent is going to build up, which is going to bring a lot of movement in the near future, and we all have to be prepared for that. To take this understanding one step further, you also have to look into your personal month numbers, and in my Facebook page at the beginning of every month, I update your personal month readings, so you can find the link in the description box below. And now it is time for the important announcement that I was about to make, and that is I'm going to start live sessions from the next month, and if you have any queries of any kind, you are free to ask me, and I welcome you all with open arms. During the live sessions, you can also ask me further queries if you have. However, right now on the screen, you can see my email ID, and it's best if you email me your query, then I'll get some time to work upon it and come up with some substantial and relevant solutions to that. You can ask me numerology based questions, you can ask me personal questions, you can ask me any questions, but try to make it a bit short so that we can finish it within that time frame, and I would be happy to answer all your queries all for free, and I would be happy to take as many questions from you as I can accommodate during the live session. So save the date of 5th February from 6 p.m. onwards. I will also be checking the comment section below for all the interesting ideas that you come up with. Don't refrain from posting them below and commenting in the comment section. I'll be happy to share with you all my learnings. So see you live on 5th February 6 p.m. onwards. Save the date, and till then, have a very nice time. Bye bye.